Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This fielded at the 2. Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mayfield now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Set! 319.
So after the INT, it's Allen being chased down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Nassib able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This gives to McCoy. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue landed.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
A give to McCoy. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman from 10 yards out, and the Bills will extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out. The shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Gun! Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
On third down, that's McCoy. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Fielded at the 20. A beautiful fake. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On second down, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to have a third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Let's go!
Allen now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down. That's McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mayfield with it once more. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And again, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it with McCoy. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing. Mayfield going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Mayfield to throw it. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's high. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 29 yards. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They'll try to fire up the running game with High. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Landry now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now let's go.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
All right, now 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Bills on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun, 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 gun. Set, boom, landed. Boom.
Throwing now is Allen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mayfield now. He sets to fire deep. He's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He was with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Browns on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Keith Marshall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Bills on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Second and goal from the 6 this time. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Three down.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.